Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to the lovely, short, quick, but exciting session with the one and only diva of Kuala Lumpur, Sumitra Sekaran, whom you've seen already on more than one occasion. She's taught us about gut health, how to get better sleep. She's showed us yoga with a belt. She's talked about nutrition during the pandemic. Today, Sumi is going to tackle that really tricky issue. We may eat healthy, but we don't snack healthy. Yeah? So that's like a big problem. And so she's going to tell us now, how are we going to snack? What happens when we get those hunger pangs? What happens, it's always a certain time of day, like that mid-morning and that mid-afternoon. And are you somebody who loves sweets? Are you somebody who just craves for all the churmur, the bhel and the pakoras, and oh my God, I love the tatte and the murukku and the side, all the South Indian sweets mixture. So those are the danger points. So Sumi is going to really show us. She was with us and then she just sort of disappeared. Sumi, we're waiting for you to join us. But snacking is like a huge problem. And snacking is where we sort of slip and fall between the cracks. So even if we eat healthy and we watch what we do, and sometimes we can get derailed with our snacks, and especially during the pandemic when we're walking round and round and round, and it looks like the refrigerator's following us. So it's one of those times in which I think she's going to tell us how to be a little more mindful and to actually, we have everything that we need, but it's just like in what combination and in what amount do we get to, consume them. So I'm waiting for her to join me. She did come in and then she sort of disappeared. So I'm just going to hope that she can join me again. Okay, let's see if I can get her to come in. Come on, Sekaran, come on, where are you? Okay, Sumi, I don't know if you're able to join or what the problem is. You did come on and you sort of disappeared. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, just be a little patient, everyone. It's a short session, not that many things, but let's see what's going on. Yeah. There she is. There she is. Okay, I have sent her the invite again, and I'm hoping she can join us now. So just listen to what she says. Hi, Sumi.
Hi, finally, yeah.
Okay, great. So I was just telling our audience that we sometimes eat well, but we don't snack properly. Yeah? And that's sort of way. So I'm going to just give it up to you. Now take it away. I'm not going to ask any questions. Just do your presentation and I'll come back later to ask the questions.
Okay, great. Thanks, Anita. Okay, got some healthy snacks, as Anita introduced. And these are my go-to favorite healthy snacks and drinks. I'm going to do 2 snacks, 1 drink, and 1 which may be categorized as a smoothie. My first one, which is Anita's favorite, is a crunchy poha. Remember, Anita, your favorite?
Okay. Yes, 0 calories.
0. Yes. So all I use is, it's a common dish, but I kind of mix the two. One is puffed rice, if you can see it, and the other is the flat rice or the aval, as they say in Tamil. So I mix the two, and all it needs is such a no-brainer formula. A little bit of gram dal, black gram or urad dal, mustard, curry leaves and dry red chilies, and a pinch of turmeric, chili powder, and I like pink salt. And you do a tadka with just a little bit of oil, maybe half a teaspoon of oil. It's just basically roasting, not cooking. So the trick here is to use the flat rice first because it takes longer to cook. So you put it in after the tadka and you keep roasting it till it becomes crunchy. Don't take your eyes off because it can burn quite easily. So it takes about 10 minutes of really punching and rolling it on the tawa or the utensil, whatever cooking utensil. And then you add the puffed rice in the end and just give it a toss. And what you get is this is a beautiful puffed rice snack. And
Yes.
it is so incredibly easy and healthy and so unbelievably tasty with just such minimal ingredients, which is the normal South Indian tadka. And you can store this in an airtight container for 4 to 5 days, even for a week. So I call this an anytime snack whenever you feel like eating something crunchy like a murku or a tatte or even French fries or whatever you feel like eating. So no doubt it's a rice snack, but I believe that rice is a good ingredient to have because it is full of vitamin D and B, and it has a lot of fiber, and you can substitute this, I believe, nowadays with red rice, red flat rice, which is available in India. Brown flat rice is available, and there is also a millet version, it seems. So all this adds to the enormous nutrition content to the dish, and so it becomes a beautiful, healthy, anytime snack. Of course, you will not eat the whole bowl, so you will use moderation and common sense. Of course, it is unhealthy if you eat 2 boxes of it, so always using common sense. Okay, next recipe is a dip, which is pretty much like the hummus, but with a twist. Okay, so all that I use is same as the hummus, chickpeas, but I'm adding avocado to it, a little bit of tomatoes, coriander, spring onions, and cut green chilies. Always mind the heat before you add the green chilies because sometimes it can make or break the flavor of a dish. And garlic and a bit of lime. So there is no olive oil in this. So you put them all in a blender and you get this, a beautiful dip which looks pretty much like the hummus, but with increased nutritional value because of the avocado. Okay, so and you can always have it with carrot sticks or cucumber sticks this way, or add it on a piece of bread or a snack. You can even have it as a meal for breakfast or even dinner with a bowl of soup. Makes an ideal dish. Okay, so this has the goodness of chickpeas, which is loaded with B vitamins, calcium, iron, and many other nutrients. It's a great source of protein for vegetarians, as we all know. And soaking the chickpeas overnight and washing them several times before blending, I believe, makes it easier on the stomach. Some people cannot digest it, digest chickpeas and rajma and all those other the stuff. So you can try doing this washing process and before you blend. And avocado, of course, is a superfood today. It is loaded with iron, zinc, and most importantly, heart healthy potassium. I believe it has so much potassium in it. It is so good for the heart. It also has oleic acid, which reduces inflammation. And the most interesting part is avocado, when mixed with other foods, it seems increases the nutrition value of the whole dish. So that is why avocado is considered a superfood these days. And I have to give credit to my friend Shika in New York, who has a website called Vegetarian, similar to Epicurean. So veggie is VEGGIE. So please check her website for healthy vegan recipes and snacks. She's amazing. Okay, so the next dish is moving on to a drink, is my favorite matcha tea. Anita, you know how much I love it. And you also grown to like it now.
Yes.
So the only issue here is getting the green matcha powder, which is only available online even in Malaysia. Please go for the high grade, high quality Japanese variety of matcha tea because they are the best. And it is a bit expensive, but it's a good investment for your health. And a little bit goes a long way. You just need 1 teaspoon per drink, per glass of matcha tea. And so you will add green tea, about 1 teaspoon, and coconut milk to add some flavor and extra dose of nutrition. And I've also added some cashew nuts soaked in water and made it to a paste. You can just add 1 or 2 cashew nuts, not many. And matcha is an acquired taste, so not many people like it. So to make it more palatable, you can use a bit of honey. If you like, you can totally cut it out if you're off sugar. And once you blend it, you need a hand whisk. I have this small one from IKEA. So I whisk it. And there you go. So you have a beautiful glass of matcha tea foaming. Make sure the water is not too boiling hot. It should be hot. And I've added the cashew nuts to make it smooth and add a bit of flavor to it. And it seems, Anita, you told me that adding cashew nuts helps the coconut milk not to separate or curdle. So it's an added advantage. Okay, why do I recommend matcha tea, especially as a 4 p.m. drink? Not before 4 p.m., not after 4 p.m. Before 4 p.m., it interferes with your lunchtime or after lunch digestion. 4 p.m. is a good time to have it. After 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., the caffeine may interfere with your sleep. So I would recommend exactly 3:30 to 4 p.m. have this drink because it becomes a mini meal on its own. It's so filling and so healthy. It suppresses your hunger and prevents you from attacking dinner at 7:30 or 8. Okay, it has many benefits. It is rich in antioxidants. I believe it has 3 times more than normal green tea bags, and it has improved. It has what is called L-theanine. It's an amino acid, a protein, which tremendously, I really recommend it, improves brain alertness and cognitive powers. I can vouch for it because I always do my headstand after my matcha tea, and it has been a game changer for me. Okay, so try it. It really works. The L-theanine alters the effect of the caffeine, which kind of makes you burn and crash. But L-theanine keeps the brain alert for quite a long time. And it also keeps you in a very calm, meditative state. Please try it. It's an amazing, amazing drink. So I recommend it to all my clients who are doing my nutrition program. And it's wonderful. As I told you, it is a bit of an acquired taste. Don't give up on it. Please keep working on it. Like Anita, she didn't like it at first, but now she says she loves it. Right, Anita?
Yes. Love it. I love it.
So, and the last drink, or you may call it a smoothie. It's a health drink, and all it requires is Karela or bitter gourd, equal amount of cucumber, and gooseberries. I've got the orange variety today, but you use the local green ones. Okay, and blend them together. You can add a bit of water if you like, and what you get is this. It is a beautiful health drink.
Wow. Okay.
My friend Vidya Singh, who's a fitness freak, who's right now trekking in Gulmarg or Kashmir or some beautiful place like that, and she recommends it as a breakfast drink because it can keep the blood sugars low throughout the day. It's so good for diabetics, and it's loaded with vitamins and beta carotene, and it's great also for digestion. Okay, the amla, the gooseberry, is a superfood with numerous health benefits again. It is very high in vitamin C and antioxidants, and most importantly, it has chromium in it, which is also a blood sugar stabilizer. So together with the bitter gourd and the amla, this is a wonderful, wonderful drink for diabetics to have in the morning. Okay, so those are my 4 very, very simple, very easy to do snacks and 2 drinks.
Sumi, we have a question, so I'm going to just take a question from the audience.
Okay.
Somebody says, Sumi, is that the secret of your eternal youth? So, so that's a comment. But I have a question. Yeah, I have a question, Sumi. What about nuts? What are the better nuts to snack on?
Yes, the jury is out on that, Anita. Everybody agrees pistachios is the best nuts to have,
Okay.
because it has less of the toxins or called oxalates than any other nuts. And almonds have the highest, it seems. So, and most nuts are healthier on the stomach when soaked overnight.
Yes.
Pistachios can be eaten raw. When you just take out the shell and eat them raw. And the soaking of the nuts is important because it reduces phytic acid, which is a nutrient inhibitor, which means it doesn't allow other nutrients to be absorbed. So it's very, very necessary to soak nuts like almonds overnight, so the phytic acid is removed, so it's better for your digestion and for your stomach. And dry roasting can also be another option to add the crunchy flavor to it.
Okay. Why are they saying that we should mostly avoid peanuts?
Yeah, there is a big issue about peanuts because peanuts are grown under the soil, you see. So, and most of them are heavily sprayed with pesticides to remove the fungus in it seems, So they're heavily sprayed with pesticides. And many of them today are genetically modified. In Malaysia, you get them this big. So they're genetically modified, which is unhealthy. And of course, peanuts are known to cause allergies. Even peanut butter, which is store-bought, has high levels of toxins and added chemicals, added sugars. So peanuts are best when they are boiled with a little bit of salt, like our grandmothers used to do. My mother used to constantly boil peanuts and feed it to us. And that is the best way to eat it. And it seems when you eat them like this, they help other nutrients to be absorbed better. Okay. So peanuts are to be eaten that way. And because nuts are very high in fat and calories, they are to be eaten in moderation. Whatever moderation means to you. For me, moderation means a handful. So don't go beyond that. Especially if you're on a weight loss program. If you don't
What about fruit, Sumi? You've not brought fruit in as part of a snack at all.
Yeah.
So what is your take on fresh fruits?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fruits because I'm very allergic to many fruits. I think I'm allergic to the fructose in the fruits. So I can only eat very simple fruits like bananas or papaya or apples. I can't eat any of the exotic fruits which are available here. It seems to be a recent happening because I used to eat a lot of fruits. And as I tell everyone, you can have allergies suddenly. You can be eating something for years and then suddenly get an allergic reaction to it. And that is what I believe has happened to me. I'm not able to eat many fruits. So it's because fruit contains fructose, which digests differently from glucose, which is normal sugar, which sugar gets converted to glucose in the body. Fruit sugar gets converted to fructose. And gets excess of fructose gets stored in the liver as liver glycogen. Okay, and the space in the liver is very little to hold this liver glycogen. And whatever is excess fructose is sent away from the liver to be stored as fat. Okay, so even though fruits are healthy, if you overdo them, you can put on weight. And you can convert it to fat because they are sugar. Fructose is sugar. So, and also don't mix your fruits because all fruits digest differently. So don't put a load on the liver by mixing the fruits into a fruit salad. have them separately. And I also recommend that fruit should be eaten as a breakfast, uh, uh, along with the breakfast meal, because that is when the liver glycogen is almost empty, so it can fill it up. The other, don't eat it with a meal, or it's a mid-meal snack is great. Again, when the glycogen storage is depleted a little bit with activity. And do not eat it too late in the night, because it can lead to bloating and indigestion. Okay. Yeah.
One question I have is, what about the protein powders? You know, people are having all kinds of protein powders
Yes.
and adding it to their smoothies. So what is your recommendation for that?
Yeah. Whey protein seems to be very, very popular, because
Yeah.
it is loaded. It's taken from milk, separated from milk. The protein is separated from milk, and it is full of amino acids. All the amino acids. So it is fortified, full force protein, and it is very difficult to digest if you're not used to it. Okay, especially whey protein, because it has a lot of milk solids in it. Only 70 to 80% is protein, it seems, and the rest 20% is full of milk solids and other stuff, which can cause a lot of inflammation and doesn't suit many people.
Okay.
It is also high in leucine, which is an amino acid, which helps to build muscle, especially for bodybuilders or people who want to build muscle, young men who are, you see on Instagram and YouTube with big muscles. So it helps them. But it also spikes insulin levels. So you have to be very careful when you have whey protein. So the most recommended pea protein is recommended protein powder is pea protein, made with peas, and it is vegan, it digests well, and so it's very easy on the stomach. I would recommend vegetarians to have small amounts, say 1 teaspoon throughout the day, instead of having it as one big scoop of protein for one meal. Just have a little bit so it digests easily and keeps you going for the whole day. So pea protein is my protein powder of choice, and I do it sometimes, not all the time. But think of it, Anita, our grandparents never thought of protein,
No.
carbs, yeah, or fats. They just ate a normal balanced meal, and they got all their nutrition from it. So, but today we are all obsessed about macros and how much protein I'm having, and how much fat is in it, how many calories are there. So it has become an obsession. Just eat naturally, follow your hunger levels, practice mindful eating, and you should be fine. Yeah, don't worry about the macros.
You just have said to me on a conversation that counting calories is so yesterday.
Yes.
You don't count calories anymore.
Yeah, not not good to count calories, because especially people say you have to have 200 grams of this, 400 grams of that, and adding up to calories of 1,500 calories per day or 2,000 per day. It can become a pain in the neck, every day to every meal to count your calories. So that is one. And secondly, calories. Actually, food is more about hormones. It's more about food choices. It's about nutrition levels and your hunger levels. Okay, and all of us react differently to food. So if I tell you eat 200 calories of this, it might work for me, but it may not work for you. You see, so calories are out. So one golden rule is eat more, eat variety, eat more when you work more, when you move more, eat less when you move less. Okay, and eat a variety of foods, eat everything, don't leave out any food groups. All good food is good for health, nothing is bad for health. So include everything and you'll be fine.
Turmeric and how do I take them? Okay, there's one there's a question about turmeric. How often can we add turmeric? Because it's very good for inflammation, they say. So
Yeah.
what about the use of turmeric?
Yeah, it's become very fashionable to have turmeric tablets now.
Yes.
But they say that turmeric works very well when it's cooked. in food, like our ancestors, we add turmeric in everything, right? So they say that a pinch of turmeric, you don't need a big tablet of turmeric, a pinch of turmeric in everything. We add it to everything, like I added it to my poha just now, right? So we add it to everything, and that's all. It works like a miracle. So you don't need anything else. It works well for your brain. It prevents Alzheimer's. So I believe India has the lowest incidence of Alzheimer's because of the use of turmeric. And it's not necessary to have a tablet, but psychologically, some people feel that turmeric gives them a muscle relaxant effect. So take it. But adding it to food is best. And the way the Indians cook it, the Asians cook it, the Thais also use it, is the best way to add it into food. You know, just a pinch in every dish, right? So that's all the nutrient value you need. And they say that if you take it raw or as a tablet without cooking it, also it becomes a nutrient inhibitor, which means it stops iron absorption of iron. So it's better to have it along with food.
One final question from one of your friends, Viji. She said, as a diabetic, I think she was looking at the smoothie. Can you drink that in the morning? She asks.
Yes, it should be first thing in the morning as a breakfast drink, because it keeps your blood sugar level low throughout the day. So it doesn't allow it to spike. Whenever you eat, your blood sugar spikes. I believe the Karela or the bitter gourd and the combination of the amla helps to stabilize blood sugar levels. So have it first thing in the morning with your breakfast.
Wow.
And that's what Vidya says, and she's been having it for years. I'm not a diabetic, so Vidya Singh tells me that it works a miracle. So please.
Well, I think diabetes is a huge issue in India. We lead the world in diabetics, and I want all of you to please connect with the Sumi. Her Insta handle is Yoga with Sumi. So connect with her. She's a licensed nutritionist. You can ask her professionally for advice, and she is available. So these are questions that can go on and on, right? The topic of today was actually healthy snacks.
Yes.
And actually, we've already had a session with her about nutrition. I'm sure we will have more. But today she's shown us ways in which we can actually eat mindfully. And there's something she told me, think that the palm, it's the rule of thumb, like, the size of your palm should be the amount that you sort of snack. Not a mountain on your palm, but just a box flat on your palm. Yeah? Exactly. So that's basically, so that's, all right, okay, that's it. Some people are wishing you happy birthday. So happy birthday also, yes.
Thank you.
So thank you, Sumi. Great to see you as always. And I look forward to more sessions like this. Stay beautiful and ageless like you are.
Like you. Like
No. I keep falling off and coming back on and falling off and coming back on. The thing is coming back on. That's very important. Yeah.
You fall, you pick yourself up again. That's what is important.
Yes. So thank you all for watching. And I said, please follow Sumi and ask her for whatever you need. Stay well, stay masked, stay healthy. And I hope you're all vaccinated. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.